Good evening, everyone. And we have a number of people checking in from India. Welcome. This is just under 2 minutes. This is a cool session because we'll hear from 3 of the faculty members from IMT Ghaziabad. So not usual that we get 3 faculty members in one of our webinars, but we did have their comments here. Check one last thing here for just a second. Oops. Not there. Okay. All right. So recording is in process. Great. And I want to welcome everyone to our webinar about a program from the Institute of Management Technology, Certification in Digital Marketing. IMT has chosen Simplilearn to be the delivery partner for this program, and part of the program is also powered by Meta. So let's get started. Now, I'll be talking, the professors will be talking about digital marketing as a industry segment and as a career field. Then I'll be talking about what this program offers and how it gets you job ready. And we'll cover the enrollment steps for those of you who are interested in enrolling. And we'll also reveal a bonus offer for you for being here at this webinar tonight. And if you have questions for us along the way, please put them in the Q&A. If you happen to be watching on YouTube streaming, put those into the chat box, but I'll be asking some polls as well. If you're in Zoom, you'll be seeing a poll widget that will let you answer those questions. But if you're on streaming, you can put A, B, C, D for answers into your chat as well. So let me let you know who is with us today. We have Professor Sandeep Mukhabde, Professor Bindu Gupta, and Professor Subhajit Singh Gupta. They joined us at a previous session of this webinar, and I have their comments here. So I'm going to go straight to those. First, Professor Sandeep.
Thanks, Stuart. So, and welcome everybody to this webinar. So, basically, all of us know that the economy overall is moving towards digital transformation, and we are using digital for every aspect of sales and marketing. So, like either be it customer acquisition, creating brand awareness, understanding what the customer want, even the relationship management. And you see more and more the traditional media like the newspapers, TV are getting replaced by social media. And even the buyer or consumers, they prefer or give much more importance to electronic word of mouth compared to what the brands want to communicate through their advertisement or traditional advertisement. So if you want to buy any restaurant or want to buy go to any resort or buy any expensive electronics, the first thing we do is to basically go to and view the reviews in different places. So that is also excellent source of information about understanding what the customer wants from the brand. And as a result, more and more organizations are becoming digital. And if you see like even in India, most of the retail stores like who are traditional brick and mortar, they are nowadays now not so much successful. Is the era of omni-channel retailing, the retail store which has both online and offline, they are more successful. So with this, we'll speak about it much more in the details when you join this basically program. So now we'll hand over to for the next slide.
Okay. And I'd like Professor Subhaji to talk about this in the slide after.
Yeah. Thanks, Stuart. Welcome everybody. I hope my voice is clear and it's loud and clear to everybody. So let's talk about the different career options that you have as a digital when you acquire digital marketing skills. First of all, let me tell you, this digital marketing world is very dynamic. Okay, so you need to keep upgrading yourself. You need to keep learning. Okay, and these learnings are majorly many a times by trial and error also. Okay, so let's talk about a digital marketer. This is the job aspect of a digital marketing manager. Okay, so digital marketing manager as a whole talks about and takes care of the digital well-being, how the company is performing digitally, what are the contents it's performing, how it's doing its social media's campaign strategies, and everything is the overall job of the digital marketing manager to keep a track of everything of each part of the digital aspects. Okay, now one by one you will be having, you can also be an email marketing manager or a specialist in the email marketing. Many a times you might have seen, there are certain emails that reach out to you for feedback. Emails reach out to you for coupons, or which we call as sales promotional activities. And many times we end up buying or opening emails and even clicking from the emails and end up into the product page. So how are these emails being triggered? What makes you what makes the conversion happens, which keywords actually are working. So that keeps that's the work of a email marketing manager. Content marketing manager, as it's the era of 2023, so we talk about content is the king. So everything you do digitally, if your content is not up to the date, nobody will be like to, until and unless your content is up to the date, providing the information that users are searching for the web, your content, your products will not be selling. You would be not at the top of the mind of the consumers. That is one of the major objectives, right? So content marketing manager is responsible for, say, the content being created, be it Instagram, be it the LinkedIn posts that are being created by the company, be it the emails that are being created, okay, that are being circulated or broadcasted, you can say. So all the different types of, be it a YouTube video that is YouTube video ad that is being created for conversion. So all these are a part of content marketing manager, or the blog posts, the normal blog posts, or even the content of the website. These are all part of the content marketing manager. Now talk about the social media strategist. Okay, many a days, these days companies are adopting, or you can say companies are providing a special role as a social media strategist or a social media manager to you. So these actually, these social media, the objective of social media manager is to keep a track of all the happenings of the social media. Social media is quite trending, and it's quite dynamic in nature. So today, one thing which went viral, tomorrow it's not viral, right? So the virality of the content is very much crucial. So it should reach out to the right person at the right point of time, when the person is searching for, or the person has an intent towards the product or the services, right? So social media manager has to keep a track of where are the customers, where are the customers searching for, what kind of content they're consuming, how to strategize that. These are all part of the social media manager. Now talk about the digital advertising manager. So you would be hearing about, or you would be seeing these days, you must have observed, there are multiple ads coming on YouTube, at least 2 ads even before a video starts. So how are these ads being created? There is an option within the ad that drives you towards the web page or the product page. So how are these being done? So these are all examples of digital advertising manager. Pay per click marketing planner. So many a times you are also clicking or searching for the ad, and you're paying for the ad, right? So sorry, you are not paying. So when many a times you're clicking for the ad, and the website that you land up is paying to Google or the search engine that it is operating with. So many a times, that's how is the budget being you can talk about the objective of a pay-per-click marketing management planner is to how is to allocate the budget along different search engine platforms, how it is working, which keywords to target, where are the customers searching for, what are the keywords customers are searching for. All these are the part of pay-per-click marketing planner. E-commerce manager manages how the e-commerce websites are looking for, how is the visibility of the products, how is the accessibility of different products available to the e-commerce platform. All these are taken care of by e-commerce manager. While as website managers also takes care of the certain aspects, like how is the website looking, what are the title tag, meta tags, how are they working, how are they functioning, and they have to be kept on changing, right? It's not that once you are done and done. So that has to be very dynamic in nature. So website manager takes care of the overall flow of the website, how it is. The website should run as fast as possible, should not take much of the time. So the loading time, all these are taken into consideration by the website manager. And lastly, the SEO analyst. So many these days, almost majority of the companies recruit an SEO specialist or a SEO analyst who make sure that the website ranks higher for the for the keyword or for the product or the services that the company is offering. So that is an exam, that is a duty of the SEO analyst to make sure that the website ranks higher and higher. So everybody, you might have remembered, nobody remembers the person who comes second. So it's always the websites are on a race to become the first. And you have experienced that you generally visit the first page of the search engine result page, right? You are rarely looking for or clicking on the second page. So definitely it's an objective of the website to rank higher and higher, and that's taken care by the SEO analysts. Okay, moving on next. Can we have the next slide, please? Yeah. So these are some of the skills that need to be kept that you need to learn, and you need to keep yourself updated with. For example, SEO optimization. So what does an SEO specialist does is he optimizes the search engine results. Accordingly, he makes certain changes. There are certain tricks and techniques that has to be incorporated in your website, so that your website ranks higher and higher in for a particular keyword. Okay, so for a particular keyword or for a particular product and the services which the company is meant for. Content marketing. So definitely, how are you creating content? Okay, how are you managing the content? How are what is the strategy behind it, which kind of content people like, what are the keywords, what are the hashtags you're using for that. All these has to be taken care of. Web analytics, okay. Now, nothing you cannot understand until and unless it is data driven. Okay, your decision has to be made based on certain data, right? So data based decision making is takes you for a longer run, right? So definitely web analytics helps you in understanding how are your consumers performing, right? So what are the which kind of consumers are visiting your website, which kind of customers are bouncing back from your website, which kind of customers are visiting your social media web page. So all these are taken into consideration into web analytics, and how can we target them. So these are all a part of your web analytics. Website management and optimization, you can talk about different ways in order to optimize the website, right? So as soon as it is a general rule of thumb that the website should load within 2 seconds. Okay, now we do not you can say we do not like to wait, right? So waiting time is very much boring to everybody of us, right? So website management and optimization is one of the key aspects of that. So how can we make the codes, and how can the website be managed in such a way that it loads faster and faster, and also it matches to the to the say the information that the users are searching for. So that has to be taken care of as a part of website manager and optimization. Social media strategies, so what kind of when, where, how to post is a part of social media strategy. So there are certain platforms that are being created, certain calendars, social media posting calendars that are being created, which takes into consideration of how the website how the social media posts are going live. um, I can't see the screen. Is there? Yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about the email marketing. Yeah. So email marketing talks about how what are the kinds of emails that are being broadcasted to its customers, right? So for example, whenever you register for a company via an app or whatever, there is a different kind of email that reaches to you. Whenever you left your product into the cart and did not check out, a different kind of email comes to you. Whenever you bought a product and you then a review email comes to you. So there are different kinds of email that are being curated for different kind of situation, and how these contents are being created. These are all parts of email marketing strategy. A pay per click strategy, so how much to spend in order to uh, so how much to spend in order to so for example, suppose pay per click strategy is what is the strategy to be adopted in terms of say the digital ads or the search ads that are coming into the picture. Okay, so that is an part of pay per click strategy. Ad testing, which kind of ads people are clicking, which kind of extensions are working. So these are all part of ad testing and extensions. Keyword organization and match types, different kinds of keywords. Multiple websites are using multiple keywords. Okay, so how can you optimize your business or your website according to the keywords? Campaign and ad group organization, so how can you manage different ads? Okay, so one company would be running multiple ads at a certain period of time, or multiple campaigns. So how can you manage all that, say via using Google ads, for example, is a part of campaign and ad group organization. So I hope I'm able to provide you a glimpse of what a digital marketing roles and what are the key skills that you will be learning. However, there were a lot more we'll be discussing on the floor. Over to you, Stuart.
Okay. And we'll be hearing from our third professor just shortly. But first off, let's go back to our presentation. I'm going to ask a poll of the audience. What has stopped you from pursuing a certification of this type up till now? Obviously, you're all here because you're interested in the field. We're curious to know why you haven't taken this step so far. Is it because you can't find a comprehensive curriculum that covers all of the things that Professor Sabajit talked about? Is it because you don't have the confidence you'd have practical experience to show off your new skills? Is it because learning style has been different from what you learn best from? Or is it because you can't find time in your work schedule? I'll leave this open for just another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And I will share the result here. And the leading answer in today's audience is finding time in your work schedule. It's always a concern for working professionals. And then the other 3 are fairly evenly equal importance. So let me move on, share with you how this program works. This is the digital marketing program from IMT Ghaziabad, Institute of Management Technology. And as I mentioned, it's delivered by Simplilearn. It's powered by Meta in part, and it is a 5-month program. We say you should probably set aside 5 to 10 hours a week for this program. And it's a comprehensive curriculum. I'll be talking a little bit more about that in a minute. It's industry aligned based on the experience that IMTG has with working with companies and understanding what it is they're looking to hire in their new digital marketing hires. So the curriculum matches to that. The platform provides you the ability to do integrated case studies and projects on the same platform that you're taking the live virtual classes on. The live virtual classes, of course, allow you to interact with your instructor, answer their questions, ask them questions directly, talk to your batchmates, and gives you that live experience that you can't get from a self-paced video program. And finally, it's designed to be flexible so that other than the class times for the live sessions, everything else you do can be done on your own time, anytime, 24/7, and fit those 10 hours a week into any slot that you have available in your personal schedule. We'll also be talking about what you receive at the end of the program. So you receive your professional certificate in digital marketing from IMT Ghaziabad. They certify and will certify to anyone that you have completed the program successfully and gained the skills taught you in the program. You gain those skills through hands-on case studies. You do a capstone project at the end of the program to demonstrate all of your skills and provide you with a practical work experience example. You get master classes from industry leaders along the way, as well as exam voucher for the Meta Certified Digital Marketing Associate program. And you can achieve associate alumni status with IMT Ghaziabad. So I'm going to ask Professor Bindu to share her comments about the Institute. So go back here.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this webinar. It's about IMT. Is a very old institute, around more than 40 years old institute, and we are among the top institute in India. We have many accolades with us, like we have a ASSB accreditation. This is international accreditation, and also apart from that, we also have a national accreditation also. And I think, we have, I think, more than 1,000 alumni who are working in the top positions in India and abroad. Okay, and also our marketing program is a flagship program, and we have faculty more than I think more than 10 faculty in the marketing area, around 15. And also most of the faculty cover very strong experience of academia plus also from industry. And really, I'm very proud to be the part of this institute. And I think all of you will enjoy being a part of this digital marketing program, where our faculty will deliver the content of this program, and also will be a very good mentor for you in your career journey also. So this is all about IMT. If you have some more questions, then we'll take up in the question answer sessions. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Professor Bindu. All right. I've mentioned a couple of times Meta as well, and Meta provides master sessions and Ask Me Anything sessions, gives you access to the certification exam voucher so that you can take their exam as part of this course included in the fee. And this gives you a second avenue for independent certification of your digital marketing skills. This is a valuable part of the program. We're very proud that Meta chooses to work with us in this. So this program requires that you have a bachelor's degree, be in any discipline. It does not have to be in marketing or business management or in digital technology. It is desirable that you have work experience in digital marketing, but this is not required. And again, desirable that you have at least 2 years of work experience of any type in the formal working world. But again, this is not a hard and fast requirement. So the main thing is to have your bachelor's degree and have a strong interest and aptitude for digital marketing. So let me ask another poll question of the audience. This poll question is, how much experience do you have in the working world? Are you currently studying for your undergrad degree? Are you working as a professional? How many years of experience? And I'll leave this open just for another 5 seconds. It's a very straightforward question. 3, 2, 1. Poll share results. So we have a bit more than a third of our audience are people who are still in school. And then we have kind of a split between people who are fairly new in working and people who have more than 5 years of experience. So thank you for that. Move on. How this program prepares you. This is important to understand the curriculum because the curriculum is built up with a number of core courses and then a number of electives that you can choose to take based on your particular desire and experience. So the electives are included in the cost of the program and you can choose to take them at your discretion. But the core curriculum starts with the program induction session, which teaches you how to use the learning management system platform. It gives you an overview of your curriculum and all the options, how to get enrolled in each course, what to do to prove that you've completed the course successfully, and then how to unlock both a certificate for the course you just completed and then unlock enrollment to the next course in sequence. And this goes in a step-by-step fashion because you want to make sure that you are equipped to succeed in each course with the preparation from the one before. So after the induction, your first formal course is Introduction to Digital Marketing, the overview type course that gives you kind of a rounded idea of what the field entails. Then the skill of search engine optimization, which is extremely important for every aspect of digital marketing because search engines drive so much of it. Pay-per-click advertising. Then you move into social media marketing, web analytics, which is extremely important to understand for the performance of your digital marketing programs and how changes to those programs can affect their performance. Marketing analytics ties that more directly into performance specific to marketing, and then finally a digital marketing capstone project. In the capstone project, you're going to choose a challenge that's aligned from industry requirements. You'll get to pick a problem to solve, and you'll build your own solution to that. About that more in a minute. The electives that you can choose from include brand management, mobile marketing, email marketing, content marketing, website conversion rate optimization to improve the performance and ultimate results that you get for your website, the Meta Master session, and digital leaders master classes where you'll be hearing from people who work in digital marketing and in industry that come in from outside and talk to you. Now, we talk about the tools and platforms you will use. You'll learn these by doing projects with them. So you'll be called on to use these in your course projects for each course, as well as in the capstone project at the end. It means for all of the projects or all the tools that you've used in your projects, you'll have examples in your portfolio to be able to show off, demonstrate your skill in that area. So you won't just be putting these tools on your resume as buzzwords. You'll be able to prove that you have used and understand how to use each of them. So this is a really valuable part of the practical experience that you've got. And again, we go back to the capstone project because it's really extremely important to have that. It's about a 3 to 4 week module of the program, and it takes you through solving that problem on your own. You meet with your instructor weekly to review your progress. They'll take you through an example, and then you'll get to work on your own independent project, and you get to choose the area from the different choices, and you build it all yourself, and that becomes part of the portfolio you take with you from the program to be able to show off your actual digital marketing skills. This is a part of the practical experience aspect of this program as well. The learning environment gives you the ability to manage your curriculum, to take the live virtual classes, to do tests, projects, assessments, labs, all on the same platform. You can do your capstone project on the platform, and it tracks your progress through the program so that if you happen to be falling behind, the system will prompt you to catch up, and it will keep track of your progress with certificates for each of the courses you complete and your eligibility for the voucher for Meta or the final certificate for the course, for the whole program. Along the way, you get support tools that include a 24/7 help desk, as well as a community forum that lets you ask for advice and support from your peers and from faculty of the program. So you're working on your project at 3 o'clock in the morning and you reach a doubt or a blocker, you'll be able to turn to somebody for help. So Professor Sandeep, Professor Bindu, and Professor Subhajit are the 3 main program leaders and advisors for the program, and you've met them briefly, but they are the ones who designed this program and its curriculum. They'll deliver a large part of the teaching themselves, and we're extremely proud to be associated. We at Simplilearn are very proud to be associated that they chose us to deliver this program on our platform. So when we talk about learner outcomes, here's a couple of examples from Arun and Arjit, who went through the program and are very happy with the results they achieved. So Arun got a salary hike of 40% from finishing the course. So that's a great practical outcome. And one of the things that Arjit said was that he was able to fit this into his schedule as a working professional easily. But these are both examples of people who have taken the program and gotten very successful results from it. We hope that you'll be able to contribute stories of your own to this. One of the factors in the program that Simplilearn provides is the career service, the Job Assist program. This is specific to learners in India. Unfortunately, I know we have, for example, a learner tuned in from Dubai today. Fortunately, we don't offer it there, but if you are an India learner, you will be eligible for these services, which extend for 6 months after you earn the IMTG certificate. First, we have access to webinars and career events that Simplilearn puts on weekly. These are free, and you have lifelong access to those. You also have your project portfolio of the work you've done up to and including your Capstone project, which is the practical experience you take with you to show off in your job search to potential future employers during your interviewing process. And then the Job Assist services with IIM Jobs is a formal set of Job Assist services that include access to the job portal, which gives you not only access to the different jobs and employers that are on the portal, but also gives you a way to apply to those jobs discreetly without exposing your job search on a public board like Indeed or Glassdoor. Then there's the resume rewrite service, extremely valuable in today's day and age because resumes don't go to human beings until after they've gone through an automated tracking system and an AI bot. And the AI bot will filter you in or out of the job search based on how it matches your skills and your experience to the job description. So having a resume that's written so the AI bot can understand what your skills and experience are and match them up, filter you into the process is an important skill. But you still have to realize your resume will show up on somebody's desk or on their screen after that. So it still has to be appealing to the human eye. And this reason, it's important to work with a professional resume writer who can balance the two objectives of compatibility with the AI bot and human appeal. So this is a really valuable part of the service. The other part, the one-on-one interview, is also extremely valuable because in any job search, you'll be going through multiple rounds of interviews, which can range from the phone screen by the HR department or recruiter to the technical skills interviews with your potential new peers and supervisor who need to know that you can do work, to the management compatibility interviews that talk about your soft skills, your ability to be a good teammate, your work ethic, and your fit with the corporate culture. So each of these interviews has a different tone, flavor, and objective, and you have the opportunity to practice each of these to be putting your best foot forward. This is a great part of the service. Again, these services extend for 6 months after you get your certificate, and you can use them to whatever extent you want, as much or as little as you want. They are not a job placement or guarantee service, but they are a great set of tools for helping you find that next job. I mentioned the webinars, and Simplilearn runs these weekly to provide career education and overviews of industry segments. So there will be digital marketing segment overviews of what the trends are for the coming year in digital marketing, that type of thing, as well as skills for job search, like how to get the best result from job boards, or how to develop your soft skills and improve your career tools for your personal career advancement, or how to look at new technical areas, new technologies that are emerging. So these are valuable career lifelong education tools, and again, free, available to you. And then we talk about the case studies and projects, and these are some examples of kinds of things that you might do, for example, as a case study during a course or a capstone project. You might look at social media communication for a charitable organization, for example. You might look at the strategy that Domino's used. Your capstone projects comes from one of 4 domains. It'll be travel, banking, financial services, consumer goods, or hospitality, and pick a challenge from one of those areas. You can do more than one if you wish, but people aren't quite that ambitious. But if you are, you have that option. So let me move on to, if I can find my mouse. Here we go. Another poll question. And based on everything that the professor shared with you and that I've talked about today, are you interested in enrolling in this boot camp? And I'll leave this open for just another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Poll. And 85% of our audience today is interested in enrolling in the program, so I'm going to share with you how to do that. Enrollment steps are extremely straightforward. They involve sending an email to askus@simplilearn.net. I'm going to put that into the chat so that you have that available. Don't have to transcribe it. Copy. And just a moment while I put that into the chat for you. There it is. And in the chat, you'll find the email address there. When you send contact us there, our learning consultant will contact you in return and get your information. You need to be able to provide documentation of your bachelor's degree, any work experience that you want to claim, and then there'll be questions and assessment of your digital marketing understanding and aptitude. And then based on that, we will send you an admission offer. If you pass the review, you can start. So the next induction session happens 2 days on the 29th of March. That is for the classes that start 20 May. Can't be in the 29 March session. There will be other inductions before that 20 May start date. So you want to get in quickly. We talk about limited seats. And there's a reason why we talk about limited seats, even though this is a completely digital program. The virtual classes have the same characteristics as if you were in a live physical class. That means the instructor needs to be able to work with each student and devote enough time and attention to them. So we limit the batch sizes and need to get your application in early so that you can get into the next batch. The program fees, as you can see here, are inclusive of tax, one lakh $1,999, and the financing can be as low as 3,386 rupee per month. If you are in a different country, you'll probably see from our website, I'll share that later, what the pricing is in your local region, but this is the pricing for India, and the bonus we talked about, mentioned at the beginning of the webinar, is a 15% discount for attending this webinar. So if you contact us at askus@simplilearn.net to inquire about getting enrolled, remember to mention that you're at this webinar, get a 15% discount. And so based on that, for those 85% of you who said you were interested, I'm going to ask another quick question, which is, how soon would you want to start? Do you want to get into that 20 May cohort, or maybe June, July? Or are you looking further down the road? And let's leave this open for another 10 seconds. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So almost 60% of our audience are interested in getting into the May cohort or the one right after that. The rest of you, I encourage you as well to contact us at askus@simplilearn.net so that we can keep in touch with you, keep you advised of future cohorts, and also answer any questions that you have. So at this point, speaking of questions, I'm going to go to the questions and answers. And again, I'll be looking mainly in the Q&A part of the Q&A part of the Zoom feature here. And I will take a quick scan of the chat before we finish. But anonymous attendee, when will you give me a certificate? We do, you will be able to request a proof of attendance for tonight's session in just a moment. The certificate for the actual digital marketing skills happens after you take the program. What is the best SEO or PPC in the AI world? That's an interesting question. And the question is not, I'm not clear, Priya, if you're talking about the best AI tool to use for SEO, PPC. Google certainly has its own AI tools that are built into their offerings, their PPC offerings. So they have things that will suggest keywords for you, just pricing, bidding. So there's those tools, but you will learn more about these available tools in the SEO and the PPC modules in the program. Aaron asks, is a degree needed to learn digital marketing? So a degree in general, you can learn digital marketing and practice digital marketing without a degree, but for this program, you do need to have a degree. One of the requirements that IMT Ghaziabad has instituted, and part of that is they're looking as that as an objective proof that you can take on a long-term program and complete it successfully. So in this case, yes, you do need to have a bachelor's degree. Is there any EMI system available? And are we talking about electronic payments? Clarify that. This is with this program, you are able to finance it through low interest financing, zero interest financing, as a matter of fact, on a monthly basis. So, Sabari Kulan asks, please conduct some free courses for digital marketing. I will mention that Simplilearn on its website has a section called Skill Up. you will be able to go there and see some of the free courses that we do offer. If you complete the course and want our certificate, there's a fee for getting the certificate, but the courses themselves are free. However, they're all self-study videos, and so you don't get the benefit of contact with the faculty of IMTG. You don't get the contact with Meta personnel. You don't get the industry expert contact. You don't get the hands-on case studies and labs or the Capstone Project. So we do offer free resources. And sometimes those free resources are great preparatory work before you take a paid course. You can check those out again at the Simplilearn.com website. But again, they don't compare to what this program offers. An anonymous attendee asks, will digital marketing go away with the advancements of AI? The answer to that is no. There's still somebody will be required to match the requirements of the organization and what you're selling to the tools of AI that are being used to help you sell it. So you can't simply, won't simply be able to type into Chat GPT, please sell my product. It can offer you ideas. It can offer you maybe drafts of content writing that you'll then have to edit to make it sound like it came from a human being. It's a lot of great AI tools out there, but again, human beings have to guide them. So understanding digital marketing and having these skills is going to be extremely important so that you can be the master of the AI tools rather than the other way around. How long is the class? This session is 1 hour, but the program itself is 5 months. What are the timings for the courses in India? You want to ask that of the learning consultant. Some of them will be on weekends, some of them will be evenings, and they can give you the specific timings as well. But they will be timed conveniently for an audience in India, which means that if you're in a different country, you'll have to adjust the time a little bit. It'll be a morning class in India. It'll be a very early morning class if you're in Dubai. So, equal monthly installments, yes, EMI. And that's exactly what we showed on that slide. It's a little over 3,000 rupee per month, equal monthly installments, paid off over time. So that's already been covered. Okay, Simon, you have a question about some of the other resources we offer, and this is not the right forum for that, but if you do contact Ask Us at simplylearn.net, they will be very happy to cover that with you and answer those questions in more detail. So I recommend you do that so that you can ask specific questions and get answers with that. Because you have a very valid set of questions here. So, certificate at the end of the webinar, we'll cover that in just a moment. So before I move on to that, please let me quickly check our chat and see if there's anything I have missed. A lot of messages that I can see in the chat that you can't. Go through. Be real quick. Please bear with me for a moment. All right. And pretty sure that you've all been very diligent about putting the questions into the Q&A. So I'm not seeing any questions that we haven't covered. All right. So with that, I'm going to move on to the last part of our webinar. I want to ask a question here. You can request a certificate for attending tonight's session. So if you would like that, answer yes. Also answer yes if you want us to reach out to you, keep in touch with you, answer questions for you, help you get enrolled. So if you want a certificate for tonight's webinar, or if you want help with getting enrolled, please answer yes to this question. I'll leave this open for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's just about 50-50. So for those of you who answered yes, we will be contacting you both with your proof of attendance for tonight's webinar, as well as helping you with any questions you have in getting enrolled. And with that, I want to apologize for my sniffles. I want to point out that this QR code will take you to the webinar page, and I'm going to put this, just obscured the QR code, but I'm going to put the URL into the chat just now, so you'll be able to find that there as well. You don't want to snap the picture. And you can either use the QR code or the URL that I just put into the chat, and that will take you to the program page for the IMT Ghaziabad Digital Marketing Program. And otherwise, contact us at askus@simplilearn.net, and I've put that into the chat as well, so you'll be able to find that. And I want to thank everyone for taking their time this evening to be with us. We appreciate your interest, and we really hope that we can welcome you into the learning community with Simplilearn and IMT Ghaziabad. So thank you for being here, and that concludes the webinar for this evening.